guys, it's me, Victoria from Crafted by Koko, and we have another studio vlog today. I just pulled out the camera and have been a little bit busy this morning. It is Saturday and it's almost around noon, and we have had a busier morning, and I thought I'd go ahead and crack on the camera and start filming to do another studio vlog for y'all this weekend. Not sure what the last video is that I've posted prior to this, but just to kind of update y'all with where we are, we have had a spring launch. We did a micro spring Valentine's Day launch in February, and then we did another launch at the end of March, so just a few weeks ago, and you guys really showed up for me that day. So thank you so much for everyone who's shopped the launch or shopped the new items we've just dropped. I cannot thank you enough. Unfortunately, we did not film the launch that day. It was just so much going on that I did not want to be distracted. We had a lot more items than we did at the previous launch. We included 2 new cash envelope styles, actually 3 new cash envelope styles, and a lot of paper clips and a lot of planner charms. So if you're unfamiliar with my shop, we are a cash stuffing, financial planning, stationery store where everything is basically handmade here in our studio. We are in our guest room of our home here at our house in North Carolina. And my name is Victoria, and I am the owner of Crafted by Koko. And my husband, who's not up here yet, his name is Brent, and he is literally in here with me every single day, just the same amount of time as me. So me and him run the shop together and come up with all the designs and work together on new collections and things like that. That's a little bit about us if you are new here, and if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. I wanted to kind of give you guys, before we dig deep into the business side of what we have going on this weekend, I wanted to give you a couple of personal updates, because I know in a previous video I mentioned I was going to a specialty doctor in Charleston where my sister lives, and I thought I'd update you guys a little bit about what's going on with that, because I have some good news. I'm so close to my autoimmune disease being in remission, which is fantastic news, but I also had to have a biopsy done because I have a nodule on my thyroid that was large enough to warrant having a biopsy completed for that. And so we did that last month, and that's why I went back I went to Charleston twice for that in the same month, last month, and had a biopsy done. And that was the most, I'm good with needles. I'm really good with needles. Trigger warning, I'm good with needles. I don't know if I need to say that, but I'm good with them. I can do blood draws and all that stuff, but I can not do that biopsy. That was that. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to describe it to not cringe y'all out, but it was very interesting. The doctors were amazing and very sweet, and they relaxed me in the room by putting music and dimming the lights and all that stuff. But you're awake during the whole thing, and they do it guided by ultrasound and just kind of numb you up. And yeah, it was very interesting. And yeah, so anyway, things are going really good with that. I just had an appointment a couple weeks ago after the biopsy, and everything came back benign. So cancer-free on that front, which most of the time they did tell me that those nodules do come back benign. So great to find that out. But then also when they drew the second round of labs, or I guess it would be the third round of labs, they had said that it was basically my autoimmune disorder or disease is fully in remission now. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys those updates. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. I did not mean for that to go on as long as it did, but a couple little insights to my life and things going on right now that I thought I'd share with y'all. Okay, so what we need to do today, now jumping into the real bread and butter of why we're here for this vlog today, is we have a lot to do. Me and Brent have been working really hard on orders leading up to this weekend. We wanted to get super ahead because we have our Koko's Doggie Bag that is launching on April 25th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the time this post, it might have already launched. I'm not really sure because I don't have a really good YouTube calendar right now. So I'm just kind of going with the flow. Eventually I will have this locked in, but right now we're just having fun and just going with the flow. So anyway, I'm looking down at my list here because I had to write some notes down. But yeah, we need to, we've been working on orders so we can have this weekend basically be free of doing orders. So this weekend we could basically do the doggy bag, like start prepping the items, because we have increased the quantity quite a bit compared to the Advent box. And instead of making sure that everything sells and then making it, which is what we've done in the past, because we weren't sure like if everything was actually going to sell out. And there's so much handmade process into this. We wanted to wait for them all to sell and then start making them. But I think this time around, we're like, it's just too stressful to cram it all in. So we're starting ahead of time, and we are going to use this whole weekend prepping the doggy bag. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, because my idea is that I will post this like after it's been launched and shipped out. We need to basically start working on that. And then I want to pull everything out. There are some items that we can't work on because I had to like order a bunch of supplies. It's hard to express like exactly how we do the doggy bag, because it's like a long effort of like ordering things, testing them out. We have to kind of sort through all that, make sure we have enough quantity and everything, which I think I've already really done for the most part. And then we also already have like a lot of the packaging already prepped for it, which is great. My sister Frida came into town a few weeks ago, and I made all the stickers for the doggy bag that I would like to be on the packaging, and she cut those up for me. The only thing I'm gonna have her do, because she's coming back again this week, is I need her to recut a certain sticker, because I made a spelling error. Instead of tiny, I put timey, T-I-M-Y, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I noticed that, because then all of you guys would have gotten the wrong spelling. So thank God I noticed that. But yeah, anyway, doggy bag is going to be the key thing this weekend for us prepping for. I do need to do like a quick restock of some things in the office, so I'll probably do that first. And then I am going to, I feel like every time I'm vlogging, the post office lady is here. Let me go meet her this time, because last time I didn't. I'll be right back. Great, so this might just be some boxes. Yep, so we've got our boxes. These are our 25 by 20 centimeter, what is that? 10 by 8 boxes. So we just got those in, which is great, because I was running low. Okay, and that was it. So nothing too exciting, y'all. Okay. I think we have most stuff coming in on Monday, so. Okay, I thought I'd show you real quick. I always do this, but I wanted to show you just Koko. She came up here and is getting her little sleeps in. I still don't think she's familiar with the camera versus my phone, but typically for my phone, she like models, because she knows like she's on display or something. I'm not sure. She just loves being the center of attention. And then her little brother, Oscar, is up on the bed sleeping. It's just so cozy up here. So I'll show you guys where we typically put these boxes. They typically go over here in our closet. So I keep them up here, and I believe those are the ones that just came in. So they're kind of running low, and that's why I ordered them. I thought about buying more bulk boxes, but it's just like, there's literally no room. So I think for now, this is what's gonna have to work. But yeah, so I'll probably set those aside for now until we run out, and then I'll open it up once that is empty. It is so much nicer just keeping them in the boxes and trimming off the sides, because then they kind of stay all together and have all the sizes together. I also, just a quick update, I organized all of these bins up here, which I keep a lot of our bigger beads. And I did that recently, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. They're like all, I had to use some of our thank you cards, because when I made a short form video of me making these thank you cards, or hole punching our new thank you cards, and my hole puncher was off for like 20 of them. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna reuse them. And typically these come with like an actual plastic divider, like you see here. Hold on, let it focus. You see this plastic divider in here That's what these came with, but they didn't have enough for all of them to be filled. So I'm like, let's get creative, and we'll use this here to divide them out. So I'm so happy because now I'm really utilizing all this storage. I also organized some of Brent's drawers over here. So this is a drawer that I recently just helped him organize with a bunch of our beads. And I use this, it was like a container that I'm using for something else. I'll show you what I'm using it for, but it came with all these and I'm like, let me repurpose those. And then we have these drawers up here that have smaller beads. So like it would be silly to put these beads up there in those caddies. So that's why we use them in the drawers here. And then he uses these little trays that it came with for like odd and end pearls. And then they end up just becoming a hodgepodge of different small beads because it's just so hard to keep all this like super organized, but we try our best as much as possible. And then another quick update, I also ordered more of these containers. So they'll be coming and I'm going to basically move that wire and then we're gonna put those containers there. And I'm thinking we will put all of the hearts. So like I'll show you. See all of our hearts that we have for our heart paper clips. These are taking up a lot of room in these drawers. So I thought about moving these to our paper clip or our bead wall. This are the beads that I'm talking about. So I'd like to put those up right over there on that wall. I think it would be perfect. Okay, so while we're over here, I thought I'd also share with y'all, and sorry, the lighting is coming in really bright from this window, so that's why it's a little bit different. But I'd like to share with you guys some of the beads and stickers we're gonna be using for the doggy bag. Okay, so I wanted to put everything in one place for Brent to make it a little bit easier for him. And so some of this isn't to do the doggy bag. Like obviously this orange doesn't really match that theme. But in here I have these beautiful shells that have this iridescence, which obviously like matches the stickers really well. Hence why I went with these metallic like holographic stickers. So we have these beautiful shells and then each shell is going to have a little pearl in it like this. And it's going to be on a paper clip. So he'll be working on those. So I have the pearls here and then I have the shells here and I counted them out yesterday, or not yesterday, like earlier this week. And we have enough for the doggy bag in here, but I wanted to order more just for the summer launch to have them. And then over here, we have these little shells as well, which go on the planner charm that we're going to be making. Sorry, my hands are extremely dry, but we are going to be making these, and you can tell like calluses from lifting. Okay, that's what that is. But anyway, we're going to be making these for the planner charms. And then he needs these pearls here. Each doggy bag will have one of these pearls. And then also these smaller pearls I had to order more of. So I actually need to still do that. So I need to do that today. We need to order more of those. And then these ones here, I think we have enough of these. So I tried to put that all in the same area. There are some things that aren't in here that are for the doggy bag. There are some other pearl items, but these are some of the other items, and those are in a different area, mixed in with other things, but just wanted to give you like a little sneak peek of what's to come with that. Okay, as far as like packaging for the actual, all the items together, I like it to be very cohesive and I like it to be cute. And I wanted to do something different than I did the last time, which I had like this striped pink box. So I also wanted to be in more of like a like restaurant style Tupperware container that you're like, not Tupperware, but you're like taking with you like a doggy bag, like a to-go box, since that's what a lot of people called a doggy bag. So I found these and I think they're so adorable. It's basically a white like bakery box type thing. As you can see, it folds at the bottom, but everything fits in here so neatly and perfect. And it doesn't leave too much space to where I'm having to stuff it with more paper. It's like just the perfect size to be able to fit all the items from the doggy bag in here safely and secure. And then I can like add a little bit of filler. And so I had to buy some filler to add to it. And I didn't want to just buy any filler. We really purchased this type of filler before. Crinkle paper, I typically just use tissue, but I thought with the holographic, this will look so cute, layering inside the different items here to protect it. So I got 2 big bags of this off of Amazon, and I also purchased these on Amazon too. I do have an Amazon storefront where you can go on and see like the different items I'm buying on Amazon if you're a small business owner, and see some things in my videos that you're like, oh, that'd be nice. But yeah, so this will get layered in with this all right, and the same thing with the holographic, and I just think it's gonna be so cute together. The other challenge I found was finding a box to put this in, because I just can't ship this out. It is not, you know, secure enough to ship that out, and it's an odd, you know, box. So I had to find a package to actually put it in to secure it all. So let me show you the one I found. The package I found was also from Amazon, and it's a 10 by 10 by 10. And I typically have never really used boxes like this before, but you basically fold it up. And hold on, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think this is much better here. So basically it comes in like all paneled out like this. And then this has like a little sticker on it, and you can peel that off and it's sticky, and you fold this in and stick it in and all that stuff. And it's a 10 by 10 box. I'm not going to put it together now, but all of these flaps fold in on each other. And essentially when you're done putting it together, this whole thing, it turns into a 10 by 10 perfect square box. And this just fits perfectly in it. And then I'll put like a little bit of tissue around it to make it safe. But yeah, that is the packaging we're gonna be doing for the doggy bag and the stickers. And I think it's going to be just the perfect setup. All right, Brent is in here and now, and he's gonna start working on the paper clips. I've got the beads pulled out for him, and he knows what he's working on. Koko, she knows what she's working on. So everybody is set up. Don't know where Kinsley went, but I'm gonna go to the computer now, and I'm gonna start printing out what I need. So I might do a little time lapse here just because, you know, there's nothing really to talk about while I'm printing a bunch of paper. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Okay, so I started printing out all of the, these are going to be savings challenges that I'm printing. I started printing them all on the Epson, and I'm noticing that it's taking a little bit longer to do that. It's just a lot to print these out. So as I'm printing these out, I'm going to be using my Canon printer, which is underneath my desk because it's so huge. I'm going to start printing out the cash envelopes because those will be in that vellum. And so this way I have both things going on at the same time to save some time. I'm gonna go ahead of my computer and start printing out the envelopes for the collection as well. I think in total you get a total of 9 envelopes. There's 4 that are in a larger size, and there are 5 that are in a smaller size. So I'm gonna start working on that too. All of my matte vellum transparent paper items are printed, so I have those all here ready to go. I just have a lot of cutting that I'm going to be doing here in the next little bit, and then I also have the Epson printer that is around the corner with the 3D printer that I'm just going to have to keep like signaling to it to print for the rest of these to get printed out. So it's probably going to take me a few hours. Just because there are 4 pages I have to print. I think it's No, it's 3. Sorry. I have 3 pages I have to print out on that printer and the highest like quality setting, which does take some time. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just like break it off here real quick and tell you guys about the giveaway we did. We've had so many new followers on Instagram recently. I've had a couple of videos that have gone, I don't want to say viral because I don't know, viral is very, what do you call it? Up for interpretation, depending on where you're at with your, size of your channel. And my channel at the time, I think was like 5,000 followers. And I had a video that had 150,000 views. And I think it really generated a lot of new followers to my channel just because it had gotten so many. And then I had another video that had 175,000 views that brought a lot of new viewers to our Instagram as well. So that was really cool to see. Normally my videos only get like a couple thousand views and things like that, which I've always was really grateful for. But then I'm like, whoa, I've never had that type of video be that successful. So it was really cool to see the response to the short form content, because if you do short form content, then you know sometimes even though it's like a minute long, it takes you like a really long time to film every little step of the way. But anyway, I thought I'd break here because we did do a giveaway, and with that giveaway, it is open until tomorrow, which by the time you're seeing this, it's already closed down, but I'm sure we'll be doing giveaways in the future. So yeah, it's going to be it's an Instagram giveaway. So I'm not really doing it on YouTube, but part of the Instagram giveaway was to come and follow me on YouTube. So if you are one of those people who entered, thank you guys so much for entering the giveaway. I decided it would be fun to give away some of the items for our newest launch, the Charm and Trinket Co collection. And so I have 2 giveaway winners that are going to be getting these packages. And I wanted to quickly show you what is in them so you can see. And yeah, so let's take a closer look. This is the first giveaway winner. They are going to be getting this glass slipper trio, which kind of reminds me of Cinderella. That's why we called it glass slipper trio. So we've got a standard paper clip, a jumbo paper clip, and a pocket pin, all in the blue glass slipper color. They're also going to be getting a ton of cash stuffing supplies. So they are going to get 3 of these placeholders, which these new placeholders I'll show you are designed a little bit differently. Basically, they're designed so as you're flipping through, you can see how much is in there at the top versus it being in the middle. So if you have an envelope that is like this, where it's solid up front, you can still see the placeholder you have and at the top. And this one has like a little cutout. So you see like a little bit sticking out the bottom there. But yeah, so they're going to be getting 3 of these, and 2 1000s and a 2001. All of these cash envelopes here. And I have 2 different collections listed in here, which they're all part of the Charm and Trinket Co collection, but they are different styles. So this one here has just different cute images on the side in a collection, and then the names up top here. So when you order from me, you can add your own like custom name here, and that's what I'll make for you. But these are the names that they're going to be getting. They're already set here. So yeah, they're going to be getting these envelopes here in that collection. Then they're going to get 3 of the bonus Charm and Trinket Co envelopes here, which just have like really cute images. And this is supposed to be like kind of springy, kind of almost summery, just fun and vibrant collection. They're also going to be getting these dividers and matte vellum. So these you can put in your binder and they'll stick up at the top so you know where low priority and high priority are. And then they're also going to be getting these cash envelopes, which are some of my favorite. Like this one is a little rabbit reading the newspaper, having its breakfast in the morning. This one is a little duck playing a Nintendo 64. And this was a fan favorite. Y'all really loved the crab with the balloon. And I love this one too. This is a cat. Let me get it to focus. a cat playing with Legos. You can see all the different options on my website. I don't know, this one might be my favorite too because I love playing Catan with my family. We are big board gamers, and Catan is my mom's favorite board game. She always likes to play that game. That or Splendor. She loves playing Splendor. We do that over coffee in the morning when we get together. So yeah, tons of envelopes. I actually haven't even counted how many envelopes this is, but it is a decent stack of envelopes here. That is going to be the first giveaway winner here. I'm gonna put it all back in. So I'm gonna put everything back in this little baggie, and then when I ship it out, I'll put them in some plastic cellophane containers to protect them. Giveaway number 2 is getting this little packet here, and I'll show you what is all in this one here. Okay, so in this giveaway, you're going to be getting a Happy Little Chaos planner charm, and you can't see it here because it's flipped over the other side, but that is a white smiley face charm, and you've got like a little balloon dog right there. So you are going to get this planner charm. You're also going to get high and low priority dividers. And then you are going to get this massive stack of our current favorites and co cash envelopes. So I can't believe I think there's like over 40 of them in here. All of the designs are going to be centered in here that you're going to see are listed on the website. You can see them in one image. It's the last image on this listing. So you can kind of get an idea of which ones we have. But the thing that I love about it the most is we've kind of changed them to have the K. So like LaCroix. And then we just have some like cute images that are summery and fun. And so yeah, they're gonna get all of these. Like this one says Pokey instead of Poppy. So cute. So yeah, on the listing, just so you know, if you guys are interested in these cash envelopes, you can choose between blue, purple, and pink. And then the designs are going to alter. So sometimes you'll have like this thick stripe, and then in other designs you'll have this thinner stripe, and then some designs will have the checkerboard. If it's this image, it's gonna be on checkerboard. So this image goes with the image behind it. You can just change the color. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions when ordering, just let me know. But yeah, they're gonna get this huge, massive stack of cash envelopes from the current favorites and co. And then they're also going to get these mini tabs. So these are designed to be able to fit right into your cash envelope and basically transform them. I know this does not like match it, but basically this says girls night and this says groceries, but just for example, you can basically transform it into a tab. So if I were to do like another one, I could just literally put it right here. And then when I stack these together, you kind of see like you can do that all the way across. And then you can just thumb to them. So yeah, they're going to be getting this stack of mini tabs to go with it. So a lot of items in this giveaway. I'm so excited to see who wins. I've gotten a lot of response on that post. So many people have entered in the giveaway. It's kind of crazy, but look at how many cash envelopes that is. It's insane. That is the giveaway. These are going to be the 2 gifts that the giveaway winner is going to get. So if you're not followed to me on Instagram, please make sure and go follow me there. Or if you're not subscribed here too, please make sure you subscribe because I will be doing future giveaways, whether that is on Instagram or if it's on YouTube. I'll be doing them in the future. And I wanna make sure that you guys don't miss out on these cute little fun things. And if you did enter and you won, please comment down below so I can know that you're here with us. And also too, let me know if you guys like these items. Let me know what you think about this collection. I personally love this type of style because my style in general is kind of quirky and fun. Yeah, so anyway, let's get back to work on some of the doggy bag stuff. So quick update, I'm basically taking out all the pages I'm printing, and each individual page I'm setting out separately here until I can, so I'm counting them as I'm printing to make sure I have enough before I start cutting. Because when I cut, I want to know like I have everything And then if any, like at the end, I'll probably count again. Like I'll be counting the whole way through to make sure we have enough, but I'm just doing this now to make my life just a little bit easier. So right now it's just about printing. I just printed out these ones over here, and you can see like when they come off the printer, they come off pretty hot. So I'm letting them cool and like lay flat just here on the table. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort out the rest that just got printed off. And that's what I'm gonna be doing for a little bit before we can start cutting anything. So Brent is over here and he is working on the paper clips. He normally works up here at this station, but there's so much going on, he needs more space. And he likes to stand when he works, which is probably better for him anyway, but he's sitting down now and he is going to be putting all of the finished items here on these trays for me so I can package them up. He has a reference photo that he's looking at on his tablet. Final product, we take pictures of them and make sure that they're staying consistent. So he's working on that over here. And then we've got our little baby still sleeping over here. And I still have this printer taking its time, but giving really good quality. So that is still going on as a little update. Then over here, I still have this printer going off. I have everything still sitting over here. Yeah, it's just printing everything right now, which is super easy. It's gonna be the cutting. That's gonna be the funnest thing. Got all of the paper items minus these colorful ones that are printing off slowly, but I have all the envelopes ready to go. So I just need to cut them. So I'm going to move these over closer towards the printer and kind of separate them out there. So I have this whole space to cut and have it cleared. I'm gonna start cutting all this because this is going to take a lot of time. It's going to take so much time. I'll probably be cutting these all day today. And then they need to be laminated. And then they also need to be cut again, then hole punched. And so yeah, it's going to take longer than this weekend to do all that, but we are going to get through it. And I'm so happy that we're starting this early so we make sure we have plenty of time. I think that's the biggest thing I'm so happy about is we're starting earlier than we have in the past, and because we have more quantity of doggy bags than we've ever done before. So anyway, stop talking, Victoria, and get to work.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow.
Okay, I'm back. I just finished cutting a bunch of the envelopes for the savings challenge that is going to be part of this doggy bag. And I realized I might need to be a little bit cautious about how much of the envelopes I'm making this weekend because I'm waiting on vellum to come in. And I want to make sure if it gets delayed for some reason, I still have enough vellum to make orders like Monday through Friday this week. So yeah, I'm gonna like kind of pause on that, and like doesn't mean I can't keep doing stuff, just means that I will work on keychains instead, or work on planner charms. So I'm gonna work on those instead. I also took a short break to put together a reel for the doggy bag because I realized I haven't even given y'all the price. And if you're watching this for the first time or you're a repeat shopper and you're wondering like what the price of the doggy bag is, my goal is to always keep it under $200 so you guys know like every time what to expect. So the goal is for it always to be under $200. In the past, I've had some at $150. I've had some at $175, I think. Like they kind of vary, but I'm gonna try to keep it at one set price. This is my only third. This is only the third one, so I think it's okay for me to like kind of figure it out. We're like still in those like planning stages, I guess, or like trial and error stages. But my goal is for it to be under $200, so it is $199.99, but the value is over $300. So it is quite a savings to get the doggy bag. But anyway, let me show you these envelopes so you can see what I've done so far on cutting. And then I did that reel, so I've got a lot more done than it looks like, maybe, I guess you'd say, because that reel took me a while to kind of edit and put together. So anyway, let me show you these envelopes. So I have gotten all of these bad boys cut up. So you can see all of this is ready to be laminated into envelopes. So the way this savings challenge kind of works, and I'll show you as we do more, these two stacks here that's all of them. But these ones here, I still have to cut these up. So, and then I also have to do this whole stack here, which is quite a lot of pages. So I'm going to pause at this for now, which is still quite a bit, but I feel like that's a really good head start. And then let me show you over here what I'm doing. So over here on this counter is where I'm putting all the savings challenge dashboards. So these have all the images that are taking quite a while to print. And as they come off the printer, I am setting them here. And then this way I can keep a tally. Hold on one second, Coco's trying to get by. All right, baby. Do you want to get by? Where are you trying to go? You can go. Here, you have enough room? She's investigating. Koko, what are you investigating, baby? Koko, what you doing? So I'm basically setting them all here on this table, and this table is like, maybe you've seen them in my reels or something. I keep my tissue there for packaging, and this is always just like a really good tabletop to put like keychain stuff or different items. So I'm just laying them out here, and then as they come off the printer, then I am setting it over there. Oh, look at her doing big stretches. Big stretches. Oh, you tired? Yeah. You tired, baby? Don't mind all the paper everywhere. And we'll be sweeping that up soon. She loves hanging out here in this little cove. And especially when it rains. She likes to be underneath my desk when it rains because she gets scared. But yeah, Brent has gotten quite a bit done. He is over here just working away on the paper clips. And these are taking him a lot of time. He said it's probably gonna take him all day to do just that one style of paper clip because they are, it's a pretty challenging one. So yeah, this is where we're at.
Easy come, easy go, make it easy to be known.
I do need to post a YouTube video because I did edit one in time to get out this weekend, and it's already ready to go. I just need to like edit a thumbnail, design that, and then I need to upload it to YouTube and do the description. So I'm gonna do that right now since I'm at a stopping point with the paper. I'll go and do the YouTube, and then I'll start bringing out the charm stuff and get the charms set up. This way, like, I feel like so much is in my brain right now that I'm like, oh, like overload, but there's a lot of other things going on outside of Crafted by Koko that's causing some of that, but just trying to make a to-do list and get it done. So we're gonna go do the YouTube and then we're gonna do the charms, and that is what we're gonna do. Okay guys, I thought I'd share with you my current setup because I am about to start on keychains and I have everything set up, but then look at this. It's like she doesn't want me to work. She just wants me to play with her. She just wants me to play. So I have my tools here. I've got my chains here, and then the assortment of charms. I set out everything rather than taking out the individual items because I have a long list of charms I need to make just for orders for this coming up week. So I figured I'd go ahead and just knock all of it out. The doggy bag charms and the orders. I probably won't get all the orders done, but at least I can try to get as many of the doggy bag and the orders as done as possible and just pull it up at one time. But how am I supposed to work when I got this little baby sitting here? So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I have so many charms. I have so many charms, so many things that I've collected over the last like 4 years of our shop being open. But this little caddy I got at Michael's has been like a lifesaver. I love it. I put all the charms in here. I put all the chains in here for the keychains. And yeah, it's been fantastic to have. This has been a lifesaver. So I think we got it at Michael's, or I don't know where we got it, but ready to start on some planner charms. Hooray!
Hello to Mona, I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello to Mona, I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown, to get back the life I used to know.
Okay guys, I've made about half of what we need for these charms that are going in, or these part of the planner charm that is going to be going in on the planner charm. So I'm going to finish these up, and then at the end of each one of these I am going to be attaching a mermaid. I know, it's so cute. So I'll be attaching a mermaid to the end of that. And then I have some chain that I need to add these beautiful iridescent shells onto. Let me show you. And they're gonna have another little pearl sitting inside them. So I will be attaching that to some chain with this. And then there's going to be another charm that will go at the bottom of the chain, which is right here. So that'll also get attached. And then I need to use these, not this specific one that has a hole or circle at the bottom, but I have like, I don't know what the technical term is, but the one where it caps off at the end, I have those, and I need to basically put together these hearts. So a lot of little pieces that have to come together before we can make the whole charm, but at least we're set up. And I just love this little wooden thing that I got at Home Goods once for Brent for all the beads that he uses over at the paperclip station. So I asked if I could use it because he wasn't at the time, and it's perfect because I have on these little pieces of the charm, there is a small pearl, a large pearl, and a smaller pearl, and then I have spacer beads in between. So I'm just kind of like setting myself up a little station here to just knock these out, and then I'll probably move on to the hearts next because it's a similar, like, just keep doing one after the other. But first, obviously, I'll attach the mermaid to these, then I'll move on to the hearts, and then I'll move on to the chain, because this requires like more of a step. So I might, at this point, when I get to this situation, I might just assemble the whole entire thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see. There's still a lot to do just on these pieces in and of itself. Over at Brent's station, he has gotten quite a lot done. Let me take you over there. So Brent has gotten a lot of these paper clips done for the doggy bag, and they are just looking so beautiful. When he was making these, he was very inspired by this theme with the pearls, and this kind of looks almost like bubbles, or like, you know, like beautiful type of coral like built up on the paper clip, but they're pearlesque. I'm not sure, but they're just so beautiful, and he has gotten so many done. This is a very hard design to do on such a small paper clip, and it's taking him quite a bit of time. So yeah, several hours of him working on just these paper clips, y'all. Each of these takes so much time, it's crazy, but they are well worth the wait because they look beautiful. I'm so in love with them. Do you have anything you want to say, babe? No? You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I'm still filming you.
Stop.
All right, guys, the sun is starting to go down, and this is hooked on. I hope this is hooked on. I think it is. Okay. Anyway, the sun is starting to go down, and there's just so much to do, and I keep wanting to film every step of it because I don't want to miss out on showing you guys. And I even think my tripod is a little lopsided, so I'm sorry if I'm crooked, but I want to show you guys every step of the way, but it is so hard to do that knowing we're on such a time crunch. So I hope this was a fun behind the scenes of where we're starting off on prepping for the doggy bag. I'm sure I will bring you guys along for further videos on behind the scenes of how we prepare this type of item from our shop. So yeah, I'm gonna hit up the rest of these keychains. Brent is still working on paper clips. We'll probably stop in an hour or two to have some dinner and walk the girls before the sun sets. So yeah, it is going to be a long night, and I'm energized, ready to go, excited, and thank you guys so much if you made it to the end of this video, because I'm sure this is going to be a long YouTube video, and I thank you guys for hanging out with me the whole time, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And if you're watching this and got a doggy bag, I hope you love every single item inside. Please let me know if you liked it and how you feel about it and what you want to see next time and all the things. And if you aren't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for being here and watching this video with us and hanging out with us along the way today. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. And we love you guys so much. What you doing, Kinsley? What you doing, baby? Do you want to show them how your eyes are half blue and half brown? Do you want to show them your pretty eyeball? You show them your pretty eyeballs? Let's see the other eyeball. Look, Kinsley's got half blue eyes and half brown eyes. Just a little pretty baby. Koko's got her little golden eyeballs. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.